Today, I am delighted to talk to you about an essential aspect of poultry farming, making chicken feed using local ingredients step by step. I will focus on feeds for broilers, sasso chicken, local chicken, broilers, and layers. Producing your own feed not only ensures that your chickens get the best nutrition, but also helps you cut production costs by over 30%. This means that if your profit is $500, making your own chicken feed can increase it to about $650. Do you want to increase your profit? Then, watch this video up to the end for full concept on how to increase your profit in poultry farming. First, let's start by understanding the nutritional requirements of chickens. Healthy chickens require a sufficient amount of proteins and carbohydrates, along with the necessary vitamins, dietary minerals, and an adequate supply of water. Carbohydrates make up about 65 to 70% of a complete chicken feed. Some sources of carbohydrates are maize, also known as corn, wheat, and other cereals, which provide energy to birds. Proteins constitute about 32% of a complete chicken feed. Common sources of proteins include soya beans, silverfish, sunflower seeds, and other legumes. Proteins are necessary for growth and development. The remaining percentage includes micro-ingredients like vitamins and minerals. The first step in making chicken feed is collecting ingredients. Ensure that these ingredients are fresh and free from contaminants to maintain the health and productivity of your chickens. The ingredients we will use are whole maize, also known as corn in some countries. Maize can be substituted with wheat, cassava flour, and sorghum, as they are all sources of carbohydrates. Maize bran, which can be replaced with wheat bran. Both are good sources of roughage. Ensure that the maize bran is properly dried. Soya bean meal, which is the main source of plant proteins. Fish meal, such as silverfish or omena, is the main source of animal proteins and fat. Birds need both plant and animal proteins. Sunflower cake, a source of plant proteins and oil. Salt, which is necessary to speed up appetite and growth, making birds drink enough water just like humans. Lysine, a vital amino acid required in poultry, mainly for growth and maintenance. Coccidiostat, which is added to the feed to prevent coccidiosis infection and enhance the feed conversion ratio. The feed conversion ratio is the amount of feed a bird ingests to convert into 1 kilogram of live weight. Lime, a main source of calcium necessary for the formation and maintenance of bones, muscles, and nerves, and important for egg production since the eggshell is mainly composed of calcium. Toxin binder, which reduces mycotoxins, toxins produced by fungus or mold in the ingredients, mainly grains. If your chicken consumes feed with mycotoxins, they may develop intestinal infections that interfere with food absorption, causing poor growth and sometimes death. Premix, a concentrated mixture of vitamins, trace minerals, and diluents, which may also contain other feed additives such as amino acids. Note that soya beans and fish meal should be roasted or cooked before use. After cooking, dry them properly. The next step is grinding the grains and other solid ingredients. Grinding them to a uniform size increases digestibility and ensures that each bite your chickens take contains a balanced mix of nutrients. Use a feed grinder or a hammer mill and aim for a consistency that is fine but not powdery. The size of feed particles depends on the size of the bird. The next step is measurement. Proper measurement of ingredients is key. Weigh each component accurately according to the feed formulation I will give. It is advisable to use a digital scale to ensure accuracy. Pick up a pen and a book to note down the measurements I will give. My measurements will be in kilograms and grams, and I will also provide the required percentage of each ingredient to make it simpler for you. Let's begin with the feed formula for broilers, sasso, and local chickens. These birds need 3 different types of feeds from a day-old chick to maturity. We are making a combined feed for broilers, sasso, and local chicken. Their feeds are categorized into chick mash, grower mash, and finisher mash. For every 100 kilograms of chick mash, you will need 55 kilograms of whole maize, which is 55% of the total feed, 5 kilograms of maize bran, 30 kilograms of soybean meal, 4 kilograms of fish meal, 6 kilograms of sunflower cake, 100 grams of salt, 80 grams of lysine, 80 grams of coccidiostat, 80 grams of toxin binder, 20 grams of broiler chick premix. This feed has a digestible crude protein of 22%, which is the recommended percentage for rapid growth. After measurement, the next crucial step is mixing ingredients. Mix all the micronutrients, namely salt, lysine, coccidiostat, toxin binder, and chick premix, first before mixing with the rest of the feeds. This ensures that every portion of feed your chickens consume is balanced. Use a clean shovel or a feed mixer machine to mix the dry ingredients thoroughly. Turn the mixture over repeatedly until the colors blend evenly. This step is crucial to prevent the chickens from picking out their favorite parts and missing essential nutrients. Store your chicken feeds in clean sacks, placed in a cool, dry place, and it's advisable to use mixed feed within 1 month from the time of mixing. Note that chick mash is given to chicks from day 1 to day 21. After that, grower mash follows. Please like this video to make it reach more people out there. Just click the thumb up icon below. Now, let's look at the measurements for making grower feed for broilers, saso, and local chicken. For every 100 kilograms of grower mash, you need 50 kilograms of maize, 20 kilograms of maize bran, 20 kilograms of soybean meal, 3 kilograms of fish meal, 4 kilograms of sunflower cake, 2.5 kilograms of lime, 300 grams of salt, 80 grams of lysine, 80 grams of coccidiostat, 80 grams of toxin binder, 20 grams of broiler grower premix. Use the same mixing method as mentioned before. Grower feed is given to birds from week 4 up to week 12. Finisher feed is given from week 12 until slaughter time, most especially for meat production only. Here are the recommended measurements to make 100 kilograms. 50 kilograms of maize, 24.5 kilograms of maize bran, 17 kilograms of soybean meal, 2.5 kilograms of fish meal, 3 kilograms of sunflower cake, 2.5 kilograms of lime, 300 grams of salt, 80 grams of lysine, 80 grams of coccidiostat, 80 grams of toxin binder, 20 grams of broiler finisher premix. Mix this one the same way. In case you have any question, tell me in the comments below. This is part 1 of this video. Part 2 is coming soon. If you are new here, consider subscribing to not miss parts 2 and 3. In part 2, I will be talking about making cheap broiler feeds using local materials, and in part 3, I will talk about making cheap layer feeds using available materials. Subscribe and turn on notification bell to get notified when the remaining parts are out. Thank you for watching.